The Big Three.
On Hard Facts.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Did Keyamo's accusation against Ubah go too far? Did your area get flooded? How can security in the southeast be improved? Those are the big three, Lagos. Let's talk. First, Keyamo is accusing Peter Ubah of planning a fake assassination attempt on himself. That's our first story. Over the weekend, Peter Ubah talked about a WhatsApp message that he said some Tinubu supporters were sharing. The message allegedly asked Yorubas not to vote for Ubah to make sure that Lagos remains the most attractive state for investment. Festus Keyamo, as Tinubu's campaign spokesperson, responded. He said that, first of all, that message did not originate from any official Tinubu group. And then he accused Ubah of not only faking the message, but of planning something worse, something far worse, and far more criminal. Festus said, quote, "We are also aware that plans are afoot by Mr. Peter Ubah to fake an assassination attempt on himself and hire Labour Party boys dressed in APC caps and T-shirts to attack some Labour Party offices. It is all part of the US plan. It is the first in a series of incendiary actions planned by this ill-prepared but desperate candidate," end quote. So the APC spokesperson, the spokesperson of the presidential candidate of the APC, is accusing the Labour Party presidential candidate of planning a false flag operation to frame the APC for violence on himself and his party. That's a very serious allegation. It's a very, very serious allegation. He's accusing Peter Ubah of planning some very serious crimes. And it raises some questions. For example, has the Tinubu campaign taken this information to the police? If not, why not? I mean, if someone is planning this type of electoral crime and you find out about it, wouldn't you want to get the police and other law enforcement involved? Are the police aware? What about the SSS? Because how likely is it that Festus Keyamo would know of a plan like this, but not the security agencies? And if the security agencies are aware, why have they not at least invited Peter Ubah? Or is this information incorrect? And if it is incorrect, what are the implications of a presidential campaign spokesperson making such false accusations against an opposing candidate? Isn't that an inflammatory thing to say, if he doesn't actually have any evidence? I want to hear your opinions on this. Lagos, you have 1 minute to share it. 1 minute, because I want to hear as many opinions as possible. And again, I need you to not be inflammatory. So please, if you insult Keyamo, I will cut your call. If you insult Ubah, I will cut your call. If you insult Tinubu, I will cut your call. If you make an allegation that you cannot back up with facts, I will cut your call. I want you to tell me what you think about Keyamo's accusation. I want you to tell me if you think about the fact that Keyamo brought this accusation to the press and not the police. What do you think about that? Again, don't be inflammatory yourself. I will cut your call. And everybody has 1 minute. 0700-993-993. Women, call us on 01-465-7190. 0700-993-993. Women, 01-465-7190. If you're abroad, join the conversation over Skype. Skype is Nigeria Info 99.3. YouTube Nigeria Info FM. We're streaming live on Facebook. And YouTube. I already gave you the addresses for those. And of course, there's WhatsApp if you can't call in through the phone lines. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Again, 1 minute. Don't be inflammatory. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 99.3. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
My name is Max.
Mark. Max or Mark?
Max, M-A-X.
Max. Oh, welcome, Max. You've got 1 minute.
Okay, sorry, I want to talk precisely about the violence on Obi and on the assassination attempts on Obi.
Okay.
You see, I love the fact that you said that whatever you say, back it up with fact. APC as a party, you would remember the violence in Okota in Lagos. You remember the utterances of the Ubah and some of the heavyweight supporters of APC.
Okay.
Violence is not far from them, but that apart, Keyamo's accusation to me is like hyena claiming that goat is planning to eat itself. That is all I have to say about that.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Remember, we've got WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Leave your thoughts on Facebook as well. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. Dennis, hi.
Good afternoon, Madam Sandra.
Good afternoon, Dennis. Welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you very much. Dennis calling from Olodia, Papa. I want to speak on the allegation from
versus
Mr.
Keyamo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
According to what Uncle Jimmy has been saying, Uncle Jimmy has been saying something that when it comes to this time, election period, we should be expecting more of this kind of statement. That is, which is expected. To me, I believe that it's a political statement and it should not be taken serious, because this is the era where we find all these kind of things coming out. So to me, I just believe that even the Labour Party will not take it that serious, because it's just the game. It's just the rules of the game.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Remember, don't insult anyone. Don't say anything inflammatory that you cannot back up. John is on the line. Hi, John.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. You've got 1 minute.
No, APC, they like violence. Okay, campaign never start. They don't attack someone. And most of youth now, they know that most of youth will support Obi. Because we no one go back of waiting from. All the hardship we will face now, the APC lead us to where we are now. PDP no good. Due to the time, we no buy bag of rice 30,000. We no pass this 7,000. Now, anybody will know how food to chop for house now. I'm not saying that he will be happy because of this government, because everything go up. And now they think maybe the man will win. That is why all the wahala with the man they face, and it's no good.
All right, John, thank you very much for calling. We've got Samaga saying Sandra Adeni Ikunu speaks for ADC, not SDP. Oh, I said SDP. I apologize. Yes, Adeni Ikunu does speak for the ADC. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I appreciate that. Apologies. So I will be speaking with Adeni Ikunu. Adeni Ikunu will be here from 5 p.m. He is the spokesperson for Dumebi Kachiku, and he's a suspended presidential candidate of the ADC, not the SDP, like I said before. So thank you so much. I'm seeing that Richard also pointed it out on WhatsApp. Thank you guys for pointing it out to me. I've got this message here. That says the survey of African Polling Institute is on point. Fielding Muslim ticket is divisive. Who listens to what Festus Keyamo says in this country? He's gradually making himself a persona non grata. Obi is too clean to be labelled with such absurdities. Sudan's occupation of Lagos Ibadan Expressway is in order against irresponsiveness of a hardened government. These students have been pushed to the wall, and this may be the time to vent their anger, albeit in a civil manner. Tony Anelini Jegamo with that comment there. We've got Comrade Enang from Ikorodu who says Keyamo is a san. Let him sue Obi over these allegations, not just blaspheming. Okay. Because, that's the thing I'm also thinking about. As a SAN, one would expect that Festus Keyamo would know that these are very serious allegations that he's making against Peter Obi, because it's a crime. He's accusing Peter Obi of crime. A criminal thing. That's what he's accusing Peter Obi of. Because he's accusing Peter of planning to attack his own offices and fake an assassination attempt on his own life. So that's why I was asking when I introduced our first story, has the Tinubu campaign taken this information to the police? It's a great thing that the spokesperson for the presidential candidate of the Tinubu campaign is an SAN. So he knows, right? So if they haven't taken it to the police, why haven't they? If somebody is planning this type of electoral crime, attacking the party offices of, a political party, opposition political party, that's a crime. It's vandalism at best, but it's an electoral crime, period. So if you have that kind of information, you find out about that kind of thing, wouldn't you want to get the police and other law enforcement involved? Are the DSS aware? SSS, are they aware? Police, are they aware? Because how likely is it that Festus Keyamo would know of a plan like that, but not security agencies? And if they are aware, why have they not at least invited Peter Obi? Guy, why do you want to plan a fake assassination attempt on your life? Guy, why do you want to fake attacks on your building? And if you say, it's politics, these are the kinds of things that they used to say, what are the implications of a presidential campaign spokesperson making such false accusations against an opposing candidate? Isn't that an inflammatory thing to say? If he doesn't have any evidence. Which is why I'm telling you, don't make any inflammatory comments here. If you don't have evidence, don't make accusations you can't back up with facts. So again, let me repeat, for those who just tuned in, when you call us, please don't be inflammatory yourself. If you insult Keyamo, I will hang up. If you insult Obi, I will hang up. If you insult Tinubu, I will cut your call. If you make an allegation that you cannot back up with facts, cut your call. Let's just focus on the story. What do you think about Festus Keyamo coming to the press instead of maybe the police? What do you think about his accusation? You've got 1 minute to share your thoughts. 0700-993-993. 01-465-7190. That number isn't working, unfortunately. It's just the men's line up. I'm seeing that. But go ahead and share your messages with us on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. If you are listening from the abroad, Skype is available for you to call us through. Skype is Nigeria Info FM. Hello, thanks for calling us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sandra.
Welcome. Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Okay.
Good afternoon, my babies.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Yeah, okay, you're by the live.
Bayo, welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to talk concerning that if I embarrass assassination attempt. Oh, yes. I think I said it yesterday, but not on this program. But it is, to me, I'm just using this platform to pass that in. We, Southerners, we really need to think twice about how we see, this kind of, attitude, a kind of miming and, initiating kind of attitude that we have towards ourselves. Fine, his own case might be business-based, but it might be political as well. But no matter, I mean, in other region, especially Northerners for crying out loud, we've never seen this kind of things happening over there. Even as crazy as this Boko Haram, afflictions and all that over there, you can still see that. I mean, they have their own target. It is not really about, attacking the. Look at the number of lives that were lost because of that.
Thank you very much for calling. Bayo 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Comrade, Auntie.
Comrade, welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Sister, this is what we call sarcasm. And I like how you balance the equation. So Keyamo don't become DSS. So DSS have to summon him to come and explain how he know all these things. P2B that I know is not this heartless for me. So this is what we call propaganda, sarcasm. So he has to be summoned to come and explain. Are you hearing me?
Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much for calling. All right, we have some seconds before I have to take a break, so let me take WhatsApp messages. This message here is from Manny. Manny's in Houston. Manny says, this is campaign season, silly season. We'll hear these kinds of statements to divert attention from discussions on issues that matter. But seriously, I think the SSS needs to provide protection for the major party candidates. We don't want any mishaps, which may lead to disruptions in the process. All right, if you just tuned in, hello to you. You're listening to Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. 3 of the biggest stories of the day are currently on your air. We have 1 down so far, 2 more coming up. Lagos was flooded yesterday, and Ubah was attacked. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is Nigeria Info 99.3. Don't go away.
And I think they have the rights.
They cannot go to stop insecurity. It's to force people to take vaccine. Let them come and kill me. I can never take it.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Wait, Tinu, that voice sounds like Kemi's voice now.
Of course it is. Kemi is now a radio host. I listen to her every day and her programs are quite interesting.
How come? Is it not the same Kemi that hangs out with us in the
She's no longer in your league. Me too, I'll upgrade and become a filmmaker.
What is going on now? You guys are not my friends though. Now they tell me things. Waiting they sup now.
Oh yeah, listen to Waiting They Sup. Now you Kemi they talk so.
Now you can learn new skills in the creative and cultural industries on Wazobia Academy, an innovative, accessible, and professional online training platform for individuals with keen interest in audiovisuals and media professions. You can now become a professional in the music industry in series writing, filmmaking, fashion, or an on-air personality like me. Simply log on to www.wazobia.academy or download the Wazobia Academy app from the Google Play stores or iOS to see more details of online courses and registration. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Let's hear it from the brand builders, brand enthusiasts, brand promoters, and brand heroes. The 2022 edition of Marketing Edge Awards and Marketing Summit honors outstanding marketing professionals as a 2-in-1 epoch-making event which holds on Friday, September 16th, 2022. Guest speakers at the Marketing Summit, Mrs. Tolulope Adedeji, Marketing Director AB InBev West Africa, and Mr. Emeka Okeke, Founder and CEO, Media Fuse Densu. Special guest of honor, Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sonwo-Olu, Executive Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun. Venue, Harbour Point Hall, Victoria Island. Time, 5 p.m. prompt. Marketing Edge, promoting the brand idea.
Health, they say, is wealth. But when securing good health costs you an arm and a leg, naturally, you'll hear people scream. Yepa! Or when you are at the hospital and they insist on a hefty deposit before treatment. Yepa! Or after receiving the full hospital bill and you realize that it may cost you not just an arm and a leg, but also your birthright.
Yepa! But when Avon HMO has your back, you won't have to scream, Yepa, because in the end, we all need people. Visit avonhealthcare.com now to get an Avon Health plan for you and your people.
Avon HMO, empowering you to live a healthier, fuller life.
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
We are back. We're back. On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Our second story is yesterday's flooding in so many parts of Lagos. At least 2 Lagosians lost their lives in Alimosho. We heard that from Ibrahim Farinloye, NEMA's Lagos Territorial Coordinator. He said, quote, 2 adult men were swept away at Yanik Baja and Command area of Lagos State. A man simply known as Alpha was swept away as a result of heavy downpour that caused flooding that took over the whole communities of Ajayi Street, Olubodun, Ifeshowakpo, Olubodun, Fafunwa, Ikbaja West, Tioluwani, all of them in Alimosho local government area. The deceased was said to have initially escaped with his wife and 4 children, but the man was said to have returned to his house to pick some items, in the course of which he was swept off. End quote. By the way, you are advised in life or death situations to leave your property behind. In my house, we've taught our children that in a fire or a flood, they are not supposed to rescue each other or rescue us. Adults rescue children, emergency services rescue adults, and as for possessions, leave them. Because if you die, those possessions are not entering inside the grave with you. So leave them. Save your life first. But there were some happy endings. 9 women were rescued from a story building in Maryland. The flood brought the building down, but responders got the women out. How did the floods affect you yesterday? Lots of people couldn't go to work. Lots of people were stuck in traffic for hours. Lots of people had to swim through the flood. How did it affect you yesterday? 0700-993-993-993. Yes, you can still talk to me about our first story today. First is Keyamo and the allegations against Peter Obi. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Remember, you still get 1 minute to share your thoughts and don't be inflammatory. 99.3, hello.
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, this is Kingsley from Kurudu.
Hi, Kingsley.
Yes, you see, the first topic, when you started the introduction, I listened to you. You said Peter Obi, through WhatsApp message, accused Tinubu of basically of marketing him, that they should not vote for him, this and that, this and that. If Peter Obi knows that fact and he has evidence, he should have gone to the law, the police. This is what is happening. Somebody is inflaming the public against me. So that the police will start their investigation against Tinubu. But if Peter Obi comes to the press, then the same thing by what do you call it? This Tinubu man, Keyamo, will think that it is press. This man went to, he didn't go to the law. Let him go to the press too. So that the two of them are demarcating themselves. There is no qualms.
No, one of them is an accusation of a crime. The other one, you can say demarcating, but I'm not sure a crime has been committed there. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so I'll let the lawyers decide on that. Thank you so much for calling. Remember, everybody gets 1 minute, and you had already gotten 1 minute 15 seconds. So if you're a lawyer, give me a call and talk about that. Well, I guess you could say, maybe defamation. Perhaps that was what Peter Obi was guilty of there, but I'll let the lawyers decide that. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra Oyoyo.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, I think say don't go take vacation, Kuku.
No, not yet. From next week.
Say once you just finish, I beg to dip and I say they run live up. I was expecting you to jump.
Don't worry, next week I go jump.
In this current Nigerian climate, I don't know this Keyamo and even the lawyer that is a governor, their utterances are disappointing. You were expecting being a lawyer to be more aware of his words. Then, on this flooding issue in Lagos, we keep calling Lagos a mega city. Is there no way they can have a system to convert this flood water, store it somewhere, or use it for farming or something? These are things we need to think about.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for calling. We've got Victory on the line. Hi, Victory.
Hi, Sandra.
How you doing?
Fine.
Welcome. You've got 1 minute.
Yes. So on the Peter Obi
accusation
issue, So I was going to ask a question.
Right.
For a person with the Peter Obi identity, for a person like Peter Obi, what kind of WhatsApp group do you think he would be in? For him to have seen that message on a WhatsApp group and showed to somebody, he had no intention of posting it. He only made his comments as a normal human being who saw something he wouldn't appreciate or something. You understand? But Festus Keyamo coming out to say, put all of these allegations on him, I understand the technique. They are trying to fault Peter Obi so that he will be disqualified. But we are all listening, we are all here, we are watching.
All right, Victory, thank you very much for calling. I love that everyone is sticking to the 1 minute time limit. Remember, of course, you can talk about our first story and our second story. Our second story is asking you how the floods affected you yesterday. Or do you live in one of those places in Lagos that doesn't get flooded? So there was no effect for you. 99.3, hello. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Hi, Stephen. Calling from Ajeje.
Stephen, you've got 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. I just want to comment on the Keyamo comment.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, the mind is very deceiving. One can deceive oneself, cannot deceive everybody. Okay. If you look at that comment from my own point of view, don't you think that APC or Keyamo themselves are planning evil against Obi? Then I want to turn it the other way around. Sometimes these political people can be somehow funny. Well, so I think Obi should be very careful.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. You can't say the APC are planning something against Obi because you don't have the facts to back that up. Now, of course, it's speculative, but it's within the gray areas enough that I can't allow it to stand. I'm sorry. 99.3, hello. Sorry about that. Give us a call if you can. 99.3, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, you are speaking with Pichaluche from Lagos State. I'm driving.
Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Anyway, I wanted to comment about how the flood affected me yesterday, affected many of us that we are here in drivers.
Please go ahead.
We always enjoy it because there is always surge, and we always make good money by that time.
You make money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good about it.
That's a good one. Okay.
Anytime something like that happens.
Yeah.
No, we don't pray for bad thing to happen, but at times.
But sometimes it does.
You said?
And when it does, it's double the price for you.
Yeah, double the price. No, we can't even double the price by ourselves. It is the application that will double it and we enjoy it most. So, thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. I love the honesty of that comment. She says, I love when it floods because we make a lot of money. That's great stuff. Okay. 99.3, hello.
Good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
James speaking, please.
Welcome, James. You've got 1 minute.
Yeah, God bless you. Please, I just want to tell Barrister Keyamo to be careful in most of the comments they are making, not only him, many others, to be careful. Okay. Because I could also remember when Bodike died. That death of Bodike killed many people's souls. Many of us, we think about it. The same thing, the plan is a setup that should be careful. And also, Peter will be also be careful in his movement and whatever he is doing. Let him focus.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Let's move on to our final story on today's Big Three. Our third story is the attack on Ifeanyi Ubah. You know by now that gunmen shot at the senator's convoy in his native Anambra state. Police have now confirmed that 5 people were killed, including 2 police officers in Ubah's security detail. 2 of the other dead are said to be Ubah's aides, and the 5th person wasn't connected to the convoy at all. 2 other policemen were injured. Ubah's media aide said the senator only survived because his car was bulletproof. The police haven't made any arrests yet, but they say they're working hard to track down the killers. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has condemned the attack, of course. He also called it, quote, the last-ditch effort of a sinking boat. Soludo was referring to terrorists who have been using violence to cower the state and who he says the security agencies have almost wiped out. But is that really the situation on ground? Do the security forces posted to Anambra really have the terrorists on the back foot? Or is the violence growing out of control? I especially want to hear from those of you with connections to Anambra who have your fingers on the pulse. in Anambra. What do you think about the attack on Senator Ubah's convoy? Is that a sign of the boldness of the armed terrorists in some parts of the southeast? What do you think government agencies should be doing differently to combat them? Men, call us on 0700 993 993 993. Women, call us on that number as well. 0700 993 993 993. I don't know if Emeka is still on the line. Hello, Emeka. Are you there?
Hello, Sandra. How are you?
I'm very well. Welcome.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Thank you. You've got 1 minute.
Yes, on Keyamo's vituperations, I feel that was unfortunate because the said video that attracted those vituperations, I saw that video. P2B was just making reference to a message he got. He was not accusing the organization. He was just only saying, look at your country. Look at the way people reason. Look at the kind of thoughts people have. We shouldn't be reasoning this way. What Keyamo would have done as a spokesperson for APC was to put up a disclaimer, QED, going about an alleged plot to stage manage assassination. For me, is much more than what was expected of Keyamo. And if we had strong institutions in this country, we should be answering questions as we speak right now at the DSS office. And you must understand, if anything happens to P2B, the organization and the masses he represents will definitely hold him accountable.
Emeka, thanks for calling. 99.3, hello. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good to have you on the show, sir. What's your name?
Sandra, this is Malik speaking.
Malik, you've
your
got 1
special
minute.
advisor on Juju matters.
Welcome.
Sandra, I don't already do.
Aye.
You don't, Sandra, for Keyamo, I wouldn't blame him.
Okay.
He's a style of politics in Nigeria.
Okay.
On a good day, he's working with the present government. So why can't such information get to their hand and let them act? I don't know if you understand me.
Uh-huh.
Upset.
Okay.
You get my point.
I get your
then
point.
for Ubah, the senator that was attacked.
Yes.
You see the reason why you have to do good things for your people. That is one of the key things. If they do the basic thing the people need, do you think attack will be like this? I don't know if you understand me. Then again, all these big people that feel when they have police, nothing they happen. See how those poor policemen now, their family will suffer. Look at the vehicle. It's not well protected. Because you feel you have gun now, nothing they happen. It's just a pity for them. I just pity those police people.
Malik, thanks for calling. Anyedi Udo says, about Festus Keyamo's claims, I'm very happy that at this point in time, it will make work easier for the security operatives in case of any unforeseen incident. This should form as a lead to unravel whatever will happen. So security and our learned friends, please take note. All right. Olufemi Samson says the same way Peter Obi did not go to the police to report and publicize the WhatsApp, same as Keyamo. So it's a seizing. Okay. We've got Akbogo who says the comment by Keyamo has no evidence. You should bring an official report before we believe him. While comments by Peter Obi has a basis because a certain presidential candidate's wife made similar sentiments known on video. That's how APC made several allegations in 2015 without evidence and they rode to power. Azu Frank is calling us. Hi, Azu Frank. Welcome.
Hi, Sandra.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, for Keyamo, I will have termed his utterances as being childish. But on the second thought, I said, no, it's not childish. That guy is being paid to do that. Shebi is the spokesperson that be wanting
of the presidential candidate, yes.
So he's doing his job. Yeah, he's doing his job. Actually, he's being paid to do that. So we should not get distracted. That guy is a professional. Now, what did they pay him to do? Now, that guy is using his head. His job is to distract you, and you're talking about one thing or the other. Meanwhile, they're getting their own focus and their own job done. So for Keyamo, he's just doing his job. It's less for us not to fall for that. So I don't think there is any big issue here. For Peter Obi, he did what he's supposed to do. What did he say? Don't do like this, don't do like this. We're not supposed to think like this as a people. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. It's just left for us to be able to decipher and see between the lines and know who is actually, down for real and for us. Take care.
Thank you very much for calling and keeping to time. I love this. We've got WhatsApp messages, so let me go take a look at some of them, shall we? Sandra, for Keyamo, I want LP to sue him if found that he has given false news. He should be punished accordingly. Captain from Lekki with that message there. Edwin Asuko says, there are people in this country I don't have respect for. So sad. We've got this message here. Sandra, I'm not surprised. Since I was born, I've never seen where Nigerians will be protecting against the hardship of the country and another sponsored group will come from nowhere to support the same hardship and they're suffering from. It's only since I was born, I've never seen it. Okay. It's only since this APC government came into power that all of these things started. For example, the NSAS protests. For students protesting, I'll advise if this government fails to answer them, which I know they will not, the students should take their protests to the major airports, halt every movement. That's when government will feel it the most, because these government are not concerned about the students since they don't have any children in Nigerian higher institutions. Miolensky from Akute with that message there. It's actually not true that you don't have people protesting in support of whatever policy that a larger percentage of the public is protesting against. It happened quite a bit under Jonathan. I think it happened quite a bit under Obasanjo as well. It's something that happens quite a lot, so it's not unique to the APC administration. Chooks from Lekki says, Keyamo's accusation is not just laughable, but criminal. I think Obi should not let this lie low. I suspect this information is incorrect, and I want security agencies to invite the SAN to produce evidence or be prosecuted. This is too heavy an allegation. Chooks. Thank you. We've got this message here. You didn't leave your name, but you say, I've seen someone say, I really like Peter Obi, but I cannot vote for him because of my annoying neighbor who is Igbo. Most of us judge a whole tribe based on the people we know from that tribe. It is why we all need to be good representatives of our ethnic groups. Obi running for president is like every Igbo person running for president. People are that petty. Okay. But it's interesting that I'm hearing this. I've never heard this about other tribes who run for president. For instance, if a Fulani man or woman were running for president, people don't say, oh, they're running for every Fulani man or woman. Same for Yoruba, same for Niger Delta, or do they? And I'm just the one who's not aware. I don't know. We've got a message here from Val in a cotton. Val says Keyamo should be called to order. So many of them that have turned election into division time with their utterances should also be called to order. There should be an electoral bill that tackles such utterances this period. All right. We've got this one here. Sandra, thank you for your high professional standards. While I appreciate Mr. Peter Obi's style of speaking to national issues, the outcry on planned assassination is wise, as there are numerous antecedents of such in our country. Mr. Peter Obi does not appear to play politics dirty, and I would have appreciated a professional approach to the allegations from Mr. Festus Keyamo SAN, rather than political outburst. Number 2, the flooding is becoming worrisome beyond traffic logjam. It's claiming lives now and claiming properties. Lagos has enjoyed relative political stability since 1999. There's need for the political class to transcend politicking to good governance. Good governance will prevent the menace of flooding and property collapse and more to the citizens. Please kindly use your good position to emphasize good governance over politicking as the campaign begins. Thank you. Temidayo, send that message. He's in Idimu, Lagos today. Thank you very much. We've got this message here. My name is Chris from Ikotun. My view about Festus Keyamo is that he and the party he represents see Peter Obi as their biggest threat to their bid to remain in power. So he's determined to do everything possible to frustrate Obi's candidacy. This is not his first attack on Peter Obi. There are so many messages on WhatsApp. My goodness. Let me come back to the phone lines. I'm sure you're itching to share your thoughts. Remember, 1 minute, that's all you get, so that we can talk to as many people as possible. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name, sir?
My name is Peter. Good afternoon.
Peter, turn your radio off, then go ahead.
Yes, I'm done.
All right, you've got 1 minute.
I don't have to say too much, but what happened to Peter Ubah on Sunday? We wait this Keyamo. according to the other guy, he's doing what he paid him for. So when the money finishes, then that time then he will sit for church. That's what I want.
Okay, you cannot say that on the radio, but thank you very much for calling. Kenneth is on the line. Hi, Kenneth.
Hello, Sandy. Good day.
Good day. Welcome.
Yeah, that flood, not be small thing. As an early driver, I work yesterday. Today I no work because my car. The water. My car is flooded. Yeah, every year inside my car is something else.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
I have to dry it today, so that I will continue tomorrow.
Oh,
so on the issue of Keyamo, there's one idea that they said that someone that normally work with knife doesn't allow anybody with knife, to come to his back. Yeah, so Keyamo, is he saying that means that was the same plan that Buhari did? You know that Buhari was attacked, before the 2016 election.
Okay.
He was attacked.
Okay.
So we know that it's APC that planned the attack on Buhari, and now that it's good luck, that did it. That's the only question I want to ask.
Kenneth, thank you very much for calling. You're asking the wrong person, but if we do have Keyamo in the studio with us, I'm sure he's going to answer those questions. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name, sir?
Hello, Sandra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
It's me, Victor.
Victor, welcome. You've got 1 minute. Welcome.
Sandra, what with this APC with Peter Obi? Sandra, the thing I want to ask you, all this their act, that day where APC they produce fake bishop. If now she do that, you think I will still have Nigeria today, or you for still talk for that radio? We don't overtake common. We don't overtake common.
Okay, I don't know what that means. We don't overtake them, but let's take another call. 99.3. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thank you for calling, sir. What's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Samson from Kodo. How are you?
I'm very well. You've got 1 minute, Samson.
Yes, on the issue of Keyamo. Most of us know him very well. The smart guys from our place better. He's
just dramatizing? Hello? Hello? Okay, it's not there anymore. Let me, because I've got 1 minute. I can take another call. 99.3. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for
Sandra.
calling. What's your name, sir?
How are you today?
I'm very well. What's your name,
My
sir?
name is Prince Y. Calling you from Abuja.
You've got 1 minute, sir.
I think I want to sympathize with on the
Ifan Ubah.
Because I think this last man that died, I sympathize with their family. And for the Keyamo, I want all these politicians to play the game according to the game. We need people election. You want one Nigeria. Anyone that's become the president come 2023 is my president. Once you want people country, you want Nigeria, you want Nigeria to move forward. Please, I'm begging all of them, play the game according to the rules. Good evening to you, Sandra.
Thank you, Prince YS. Jude Anyanwu on Twitter says, I was a victim of the flood yesterday, Sandra, after waiting endlessly for an hour at Obalende so that I could board to my place of work at Oyinka Abayomi's Street Ikoyi while it was still raining to no avail. I decided to trek. It wasn't easy at all. Jude, I'm sorry about your experience. Kukoyi Favorite says, this is election. Any party will bring up something to discredit the other, so it shouldn't be new to us. Andrew Adedayo says Keyamo should be ignored. Peter Obi and his team should focus 100% on the presidential campaign. They should focus on issues germane to Nigerians, how the Labour Party and Peter Obi plan to improve the living standards of Nigerians everywhere, north, south, east, west, and the diaspora. Andrew Adedayo, thank you for your message. Oluwasegun says, this Keyamo allegation is serious and it shouldn't be taken as just a political statement. As far as the ruling party is involved, remember, we can't take this as just a mere comment. All right. Andrew Adedayo also says that Keyamo's accusation against Obi is politics and strategy, an attempt to distract Obi's team from actual presidential campaign, pushing them to devote time suing Keyamo for libel, talking more about Keyamo. Remember, campaigns are about to commence officially. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, more of your messages on social media.
Star 99
Keep your money, you don't need to worry. Them no go fit to scam you. And you don't need the bank account, yo. Any transaction you go fit to perform. You don't even need smartphone, no. And you don't need the data, yo. Create in-air wallet. Check your balance. Transfer money.
Kids, are you ready for an adventure? Let's go on an adventure then, an adventure ride with alphabet and African names. Fun and learning is great for kids, so join me, Auntie Norma, as we explore our African culture with the 26 letters of the alphabet. It's Alphabet Adventure! So parents, allow your kids to be part of this great experience to help them enjoy learning better. Alphabet and African Names Adventure is a 2-minute learning session for children, airing Monday to Friday at 6:23 a.m., evenings at 4:23 p.m. On Saturday at 10:30 a.m., we have a live session, and I'm also eager to ask you some questions and just as eager to give away a few prizes too on 99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one talk station.
We bring fun,
good vibes.
We go in through the nook
and come out through the crannies.
We even have very serious conversation.
No, we don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
No, we don't. And that's what makes us ask you, what's up, niggas? Let's do this. I am Stretch.
I am Marianne.
And let's fire up your mid-morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Don't forget, at 5 o'clock, I'm going to have a conversation with a spokesperson for the ADC political party, the African Democratic Congress. I will have Adeni Ikunu here, and he'll talk about the quote-unquote suspension of his principal as a presidential candidate of the party. So we'll talk about that at 5 o'clock today on Route 2023. Don't miss it. But in 3 minutes, Chukudi will be here to talk to you about perhaps the flooding, because that's the biggest concern for different communities in Lagos today. Then at 6:15, who is your next of kin? Why are they your next of kin? We'll have that conversation 6:15. It's a great conversation we started last week. Last week we talked about what your priorities become after you get married. You know, does your wife become your number one priority, the most important person in your life, and everybody else takes a back seat? Does your husband become the same? If yes, does that translate to the power to make important decisions? I'm not talking about your beneficiary now. I'm talking about, the person who's going to make like life and death decisions about your life. Who is your next of kin? We'll have that conversation at 6:15 today. Don't miss it. But back to WhatsApp, where we have a few comments. Sandra, this is election time. It's unfortunate our politicians don't know how to talk on issues instead of passing insults to one another. Though the Ubah group has become an attacking dog on social media before these allegations. Comrade Daniel with that message there. We've got a message here from Ted in Ojo. Ted says, did Ubah give an interview or call the press to make his allegation? Please, these politicians should spare the poor masses of political violence. Well, to be fair, Festus Keyamo also did not call a media conference. He tweeted on his Twitter. And Ubah didn't give a media conference either. Someone recorded him taking a look at that video and talking about it with somebody else in the room. Here's a message that says, Peter Ubah committed an offense by bringing false accusations on WhatsApp, alleging it is from BAT supporters. It's a serious crime too, and I agree Keyamo should talk to DSS on that clandestine move of assassination. You didn't leave your name But your WhatsApp name says Asubunala. I don't know if that's a name, but thank you very much for your message. We'll take a break. When we come back from this break, you will hear business news, and then after the business news, it will be time for Community You Report. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, Ezekwesili on social media. Don't go away.
It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.